I don't know. I genuinely haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Meg and welcome back to another video. Potatoes? Did we agree on that? Did I even upload that video? I'm pretty sure I did. So, potatoes. Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I feel like I've lightly touched on in the past. I'm not totally 100% sure. I actually can't remember what I said in that video. Anyway, I'm going to be talking all about anxiety. Whoa! Big topics, I know. Also, what is going on with my hair? Actually quite cool. That's really satisfying. Anyway, big topics, I know, but I'm literally just coming up to my exams, and exam anxiety is a whole different thing, but a lot of people suffer from it, and I'm hoping that my little video of insight can help you guys in whatever things you're dealing with, whether it's generalised anxiety, social anxiety, any other form of anxiety. Yeah. I'm going to try and be really happy. I've had a really bad day, let's be honest. As far as the emotions go, I've cried quite a few times today. So let's try and keep this all up and happy throughout the course of this video, and hopefully no one's going to cry. So yeah. A question I guess I get asked a lot is like, what is anxiety? Like, how do you even define anxiety? I guess you can't really. If you have anxiety, you know you know what it is to you. Anxiety is different to everyone who has it. No two people have the exact same symptoms of anxiety or little like triggers of anxiety. Like, no one has the same thing, everyone's different. You can't really categorize it that much, but there is a difference between feeling a little bit nervous, say before you go on stage in front of loads of people, or before you do a skydive. There's a difference between that and actually having anxiety. Yeah. Anxiety is of course a mental illness. I'm pretty sure that's what's classified. Yeah, it's classified as a mental illness. It is a serious problem. It can actually hold people back from living their lives to the fullest. I do have to admit that on occasion I have missed out. I say on occasion, I've missed out on a lot, especially in my teen years, because I was too anxious or too scared, or I just didn't want to do it. I had panic attacks and stuff. There are also a lot of things that, especially recently, like more like in the last year or so, that I have kind of, although I've been anxious and scared about it before doing it and had a panic attack, whatever, I've then been like, well, no, this isn't going to stop me. There's nothing wrong. I'm totally safe. Let's go and do it anyway. Yeah, which I think is actually something really incredible. It's an incredible thing to be able to have said you've done. So yeah, I'm quite proud of myself for that. A lot of people also say to me, they're like, you have anxiety? Really? But you're like so confident and so out there, and look at what you do, and like you sing and you do all this, and like you have a YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, just because I have anxiety doesn't mean I'm not confident. It's not the same thing. Being shy and being anxious are two totally different things. And I don't even have the same thing, doesn't even affect me twice. I can literally, like, whenever I go for my mom's birthday, going to Bluewater, the night before we went, couldn't sleep at all. I was just panicking, freaking out. My anxiety was a little bit overwhelming. I couldn't sleep, which was horrible. I hate not being able to sleep. I'm someone who really needs sleep, otherwise I'm just in a really bad mood. Yeah, and it's horrible. There are other instances where I'll have to leave somewhere, like if I'm in a certain shop, I have to leave. When I go to do the shopping with my mum, I last about 15 minutes tops before I start getting rowdy and I start walking around like this. And every time, I very much don't like people anyway, but anytime a human comes near me, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? And I feel like my anxiety personally either gets taken out in two ways. I either get really scared and cryy and panic attacky and like into the corner, I become the little person and being like, oh my god, what is going on? or I become the other person where I'm just like angry and like, oh my god, I hate everyone. Yeah, I feel like that's actually probably more easy to manage. Yeah. Something that I feel like something that also gets tossed around a lot is, why don't you just stop being anxious? That's a very stupid question. If someone has anxiety, they're going to be anxious about things, and you can't ever, if you have a friend who has anxiety and they say they're anxious about something, even if you're not anxious about it because you don't have anxiety, you can't ever laugh at someone for what they're scared of doing. Because if they're scared of doing it, or they're anxious about doing it, or they don't want to do it, there's clearly a reason, whether they know it or not. There clearly is a reason as to why they feel they can't do it. You should of course encourage them to do it, because as I have found, many things I now regret not doing that I haven't done, I now regret not having done them. But I can't speak English. Why? That's not linked, I'm just special. But yeah, like your friend, if they're like, oh yeah, you're like, oh yeah, let's go bowling, your friend's like, no, I'm good, thanks. I'd rather not. Don't pressure them too much and be like, yo, are you sure? Like, you might regret it. And if they're then like, no, then it's down to them. If they then regret it, you've tried again. You tried to encourage them to kind of overstep it. Some people just aren't ready, and some people never will be ready. Other people, give them a little push, they will try, but you need to be ready to support them if anything goes wrong with that one. Love that. I feel like I've actually been quite lucky. I have quite close-knit friends who are all really understanding, which is incredible. I have other friends who have anxiety as well, which I think is probably helps. Yeah. I think going back to the confidence thing, I think that's part of the reason why my anxiety can be so bad, is because, and people tell me this, and always have done, it's like, whoa, you're so confident though, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Which makes this frustrating, because I am a very confident person in almost every aspect of my life. So when my anxiety hits in, I then turn around and go, why? There's no reason for me to be anxious right now, but I am, and I am crying, and I am making a scene, and I can't breathe, and this is stupid. It's not stupid, because it's happening for a reason. But then again, I don't want it to happen. It doesn't make sense that it's happening, because it's not who I am. So yeah, I don't really appreciate that one. People have asked me actually in the past whether I think counselling helps with anxiety, and I never thought it did until I got it. When I first started getting counselling, it wasn't even for anxiety, it was for something else, which I talked about in a previous video. I was going through a tough time, let's just say. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, after that was done, we then started looking more onto my anxiety, and I've definitely got better at coping with it since. So I feel like anxiety, and this is probably quite a controversial thing to say, compared to other things, it's not one that you get rid of, it's one that you manage. I'm not going to name anything that I think you can get rid of, because I mean, different people are different. Of course, it's the whole thing with mental illness, there is no strict rule book to it, to any of it, because everyone is different when they suffer from different things. And a lot of times they cross over and they work together. We love that. We love that the human brain is the one thing that's trying to kill us all. Whoa, that was a bit deep. Jeez. Egg. Anyway. I personally think counselling's actually helped me with my anxiety, because I always used to be too scared to do anything, and since talking to someone, a professional, about it in a nice, calm, relaxed, chill environment, they've helped me get through a lot of things, like applying for schools, changing school. I'm about to change school. I only have 5 days left, technically, as a student. I only have 5 school days left before my exam starts, so they don't even count. So I only have 5 days left until I leave my secondary school, which is crazy. By the time you're watching this, I will only have 1 more day. Yeah, which is crazy. Whoa, that's nuts. And my new school, actually, all my interviews and stuff going on with them, they're actually really good at coping with all the things that's going on with me. I also feel like in the last year or so, there's a red sky, which means it's going to be really sunny tomorrow. Nice. Sorry. Not part of the video. I also feel like in the last year, I've actually, because I've been diagnosed with dyslexia and dyscalculia and my Erlins and everything, so all my learning difficulties have been like brought to light, which we didn't know beforehand. That's helped to take away some of my anxiety and pressure and stress and stuff, school related wise anyway, because I was like, why am I dumb? Why am I dumb? Why am I stupid? Why can't I do any of this stuff? And it's because I wasn't being accommodated for the issues because no one knew I had them, but that's different. But since I'm in counselling, I guess it helps you kind of make a focus. I mean, you need to work out what works for you. I am really good at controlling panic attacks. Probably actually too good. I mean, sometimes you need to explode. I probably should explode more often. And when I say that, I mean I get anxious literally every day. Leaving my house, I get nervous about leaving my house in the morning. I get nervous about doing anything. Yeah. And I pretend to be okay a lot. I'm very good at pretending to be okay. And sometimes I wish I wasn't so good at pretending to be okay. Sometimes I wish I could just explode more often, but I really can't, because I have learned how my anxiety takes form physically, what it does, and I've learned the signs. I've learned how to control them and calm it down, which I mean in the long run is a good thing, but sometimes I guess it would be nice if I could just have that release a little bit more often, but yeah. I feel like that's also, I guess, I'm a very organised person. That doesn't mean I'm not messy. My room is actually that bad at the moment. It's normally a pigsty, but it's organised mess. I know that everything is. I feel like the mess though isn't even that bad. It's like before I leave the house, that was a bit special, house. Before I leave the house, I make sure I have my keys, I make sure I have my phone, I make sure I have my debit card. Even if I'm not getting the bus that day, I make sure I have everything, and I'll check it like 4 or 5 times before I even leave the house. When I leave in the morning, I make sure that I've texted. If I'm getting a lift, it's fine, but if I'm walking, I make sure I've texted the person I'm walking with ages before I'm leaving. I know what's happening. If I'm meeting up with someone, I need an exact time. I need proper confirmation, because if I turn up there and I'm not early, I'm on time. I'm normally early, so that's fine. If I turn up there on time and that person's not there and they can't give me a reason as to why they're not there other than, oh sorry, I overslept, it hurts. And that's when I get anxious, because I'm a very structured, organised person with my life and with what I do. I can't really do things on the spare at the moment. It hurts. I don't really like it. I'm more kind of, need to plan this, I'll think about this, need to prepare myself to do this. And when those plans and things aren't stuck to, it really stresses me out. Like my GCSEs, I don't actually know where they're taking place. I'm not stressed about taking my GCSEs. I'm stressed about the fact that I don't know where they're happening. I know they're happening at my school, but I don't know if they're happening in the hall, in the sports hall, because I'm a special kid, so I get extra time and stuff. If I'm going to be in the mez, if I'm in the gym, I don't know where anyone is actually going to be. We haven't been given a clear thing, and it's stressing me out. I'm getting anxious about it. I'm nervous because I don't know where I'm going to be. Not because I'm taking my GCSEs, which is probably the thing that I should be stressed about, but I'm not. Love that. And that's probably something I have to actually make clear to my friends, because I don't really talk about it that much. other than like I make them aware. I'm like, well, I have anxiety, so yeah, you're warned. But I don't really talk about that kind of thing to people because I'm normally the person that people fall back on. They're like, oh Meg, this happened, can you help me? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then afterwards I'm like, why did I say yes? Because then I'm worried about them and I'm already worried about myself. I should probably put myself first. I should be more selfish more often. Anyway, I'm not a very selfish person. I'm a very motherly person and it bugs me. Love it. I'm so rambly. I love these kind of videos, they are quality. Also, I love how the lighting's got worse because it's getting later and it's nearly night time. Yeah, cool. Oh, bat. Oh, this bat, look at it, it's all fuzzy. I don't really like that, so lads. But yeah, I feel like this is now something I need to make kind of vocal to my friends. Is that please, if we make plans, stick to them. Don't change them around. Stick to the plans. Otherwise, I swear to God, the anxiety you will cause me is not even worth it. And it's like, I'm not even going to bother naming names, but there's a particular person, and when we meet up, we always meet in the same place. And it's just awkward to try and get there. And it's like, I'll be there, waiting, and waiting, and waiting for literally what's probably only 60 seconds, but because I'm like alone, and because of where I am alone, it feels longer than that, and anxiety kicks in. I'm fine once I'm with them again, I'm like, yay, but yeah, it's not great. Why? I don't know what my hair is doing. I also think that's probably actually part of why I'm such like a wear black and stuff all the time. People were like, why do you wear black? I'm like, it's my happy colour. It's not really. I mean, I do love black, don't get me wrong, but I will happily wear colours. I just feel like I don't like to stand out because then I feel like people look at me. I do get the weird feeling sometimes. I get a little bit paranoid sometimes, which isn't great. It doesn't help with everything else that's going on in my brain. But I feel like when you're wearing bright colours, you're inviting someone to come and say hello, and I would really rather someone didn't, because I can't communicate with humans, which is why I do this, because I'm currently talking to myself, which I'm very good at. I do it a lot. I'm really weird. I go from two extremes. Wherever I'm at school and we're debating, I'm very good at having a debate, but when I come to doing any kind of normal social communication with anyone, I can't do it. I have no social skills whatsoever. And wearing bright colours is an invitation, and I don't want that invitation, so I wear black a lot, she says, as she's about to wear a rainbow t-shirt to school tomorrow. I'm not in the mood. Black's a safe colour. It's not even my happy colour. It's my safe colour, because no one's going to be like, oh, I love that shirt, because it's just plain black. It's boring. It's like I go to the supermarket, someone's in the way, as opposed to being polite, you know, like every other British person being like, excuse me please, I will start edging the trolley forward, like, get out of the way. It doesn't really work. Yeah, love that. I don't really know what this video was. It was just a massive chat about anxiety, but I think it's actually brilliant. I think people should chat about these things more often. Get rid of the mental illness stigma. There shouldn't be a stigma with mental health issues. Bin it. It's okay to not be okay. I'm not okay. I'm never okay. But hey ho, you will find people that make you happy, and when you find those people, keep them around. And if there's anyone in your life that's ever not making you happy, get rid of them. Other than your parents, you can't really get rid of them. Or, well, I mean, you can, in theory, but you shouldn't. Because they're the most important people in your life, just saying. Anyway, that was me. Meg. Ew. Meg, little potato over here. And yeah, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. Follow me on the socials, they are linked down below. My 2 original songs are also linked down below. If you want to check out anything else that I've ever sung or done, you can find them on the channel. I will actually on the end card link my last little mental health video thing that I made. Yeet. Anyway. Oh. And also I have a random video up there which you can go watch if you want to. You can subscribe on the little thing here or on the button down below, of course. Everything else in the description. And I think that's really it. So I have to say I'll then see you guys next Thursday at 5. Whoa.